finding the other guy standing in the way of their ultimate goal. It's time to find out who's going to get run over this time. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see the runner-up to last year's national championship, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Gators will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Butler. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Running to the left. He never had a chance to get it to the edge in first play of the game, and you're already behind the sticks.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Got his man. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Vols come to the line in the hurry-up. Smith wants to throw. Buys a little extra time. He's going to take a... It's a fumble on the play. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
And the Vols will line it up on 1st and 10. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Tennessee. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
This crowd on hand, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that 1st down.
And the Volunteers are on the move. Here's the handoff. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree with Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Smith dropping to pass. Unloads to the right. That's caught. It's Johnson. Now they're starting to feel it. They got a first down at the 44.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
To the air on first down. Throws for the tight end. With the catch, it's Davis. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Wants to throw on first down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The Volunteers want to pick up the tempo. He was lurking, waiting for his opportunity, and like a gator in the swamp, he went into the roll and got that quarterback.
They did. I tell you what, when you want to be dominant in this league, if Florida wants to get back to being a dominant team, it's got to be guys like this in the trenches dominating football games.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Jefferson. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Defense, what are we doing? How are you going to let that guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country, be wide open like that? You're just making it way too easy for the offense.
He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Vols.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a third down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Bankston. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Got it, looking for the first down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big 3rd down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
Looking for room, it's Marshall. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll move the tight end. The give to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front seven, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Caught over the middle, it's Brown. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Back to throw, it's Bankston. He's got it down the middle. Turning it on. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? These two, which have so much cross-pollination and legendary games in their history, first played in 1916 with the Vols blanking the Gators in Florida. Tennessee actually won the first 10 meetings, with Florida not getting a W in the series until 1954.
And there was a period of time, Reese, in this rivalry that the game not only had SEC championship implications, but national championship implications, too. You think back to the heyday of this rivalry in the late 90s. Danny Werfel going up against Peyton Manning. We played the Vols, and we had games that were won in overtime. We had games that went down to 2-minute drives. There was so much NFL talent on the field, and it was such a competitive and physical game every single year.
To the ground with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield, it's Bankston. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
And how about that? That's already the 3rd target this guy has had. On the opening drive of the game, he is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups. Even though that one goes incomplete, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got it behind the line. It's Marshall. Touchdown, Florida! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Setting up for the extra point and the top. And he makes the extra point. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Butler. This guy is so dangerous. He excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. So here is the Tennessee offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Finds a man on the right. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. The Vols want to crank the tempo.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So
there he goes. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Smith wants to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And they're able to get him down, but not before he gets to the 2. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that side.
And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And here in the second quarter, missed field goal leaves us tied, guys.
And that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Leaves it with the back. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Bankston. Throws to the tight end. Got it in the middle, it's Jackson. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. On the move. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency down, man, you are doing just that.
On the ground, it's Marshall. Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground, and he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, the running back has it. And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
To throw, it's Bankston. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield on first down. Throws toward the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Pulls and fires complete. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wide receiver comes in motion. Finds his big tight end. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to throw, it's Bankston. Touchdown, Gator! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the middle. He's open on the right. Big gainer there that'll look good in the stat column, but not quite enough to put any points on the board before time expires here in the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Vols will boot it away to start the second half. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Looking to throw, it's Bankston. Fires to the right. It's caught. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on first down. Rushes on him. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Gonna look downfield again. Sure hands, it's Marshall. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Gators are in the hurry up. He might want another play. They want to run this quarterback. And they stopped him in the backfield on third down and short. Not willing to try that 55-yard field goal. They'll try to move the chains on fourth and short. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Florida.
And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. update. Let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. New Mexico is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside University Stadium. One of the more fun places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to New Mexico State. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. Smith dropping to pass. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Quick strike complete. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Volunteers will hustle to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Back to pass. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
So now it's second and long. Looking to pass. It's Bankston. Got it set up on the outside. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Intercepted. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Might be looking to run. Throwing on the run. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. The Volunteers in the hurry-up. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So they've got to have some things go their way. They got to catch some breaks. And all they want to do, continue to fight, continue to hang around as long as possible and stay within a play or stay within some kind of big game-changing momentum play.
Hauls it in. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down. The Vols come to the line with a new set of downs. Smith wants to throw. Gets it out quickly. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Looking to throw on first down. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee!
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hawkins. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. To the air on first down. Time to take a shot. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to throw, it's Bankston. He'll take another shot here. Intercepted. That is just what this defense, a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the third quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that. This guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
Man, it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need your quarterback to play smart.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Behind the chains now on second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Right down the middle. This time it's complete. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
How about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, or number 3 is coming soon.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Hawkins. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Might be changing the route. Dropping back, it's Bankston. Unloads it left. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Yeah, and you can tell the timing wasn't great, and quarterback and receiver not on the same page, but when you're going to miss, don't miss towards the DP. You definitely want to miss out towards the sideline so you don't get yourself in trouble.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. Not much of a decision to make there. The defense will move them back. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Quarterback